Hello everyone. Sorry for that small misunderstanding. So my name is Anastasia Semyonova and I'm marketing manager in company KRONOSHPAN. Maybe some of you heard this name. Company KRONOSHPAN is the biggest company in the world for production of wood-based panels and also laminated flooring. KRONOSHPAN is having more than 40 production sites all over the world. We are very strong, having positions in Europe. We have also some production sites in America and also in China. I'm here representing the production site which is located in Latvia, in Riga, and together with our partner, TRUKME, which is represented today here by Laura, we will show you our latest collection of melamine-faced particle boards, which are used for the production of furniture and furniture parts. Just before I start to present the whole range of the decors for this trend collection, I just tell a few words about the development. So these trends and the trends and the collection before, this is specially designed and developed by the designers of KRONOSHPAN, and these trends, since they've been developed by our designers, these trends are patented by KRONOSHPAN. And the development process is actually very difficult and profound. As first, in order to find out what are the trends, what decors should we bring to the market, first, our designers are attending all kinds of industry events and fairs, and they're going to Milano, to London, to Paris, and they try to see what are the trends which are coming up in the future. And afterwards, after they have done this research, they liaising with the customers, liaising with the designers and architects, and they are trying to get these feedbacks if those trends that they observed, the real tendencies which will come up on the market. Afterwards, they start to search for the material as natural as possible, as interesting as possible, and they, after the material is found, they work with this material and they scan it, they work with the Photoshop and try to keep or to delete some knots or dots of the woods which are good, so that in the end, in the result, the material is as natural as possible and not to give this feeling of imitation of the natural veneer, but to show to create the very nice material to work with afterwards. And the last step of the development of the decor is patenting. As I said, as we develop this all by our own, we patent all these decors so that our competitors cannot benefit of the job which was so difficultly done, and so that there is nothing like that on the market. So I will continue with presenting our new collection, Trend 16-17. So this year, or last, actually, this collection been launched last year, and our designers found the most three themes which came up and which are summarizing this most these decors which we're having. So this is Nordic, this is Metropolitan, and Luxury collection. For Nordic, this is a synonym to Scandinavian style, and here we have very light woods, natural tones, beeches, elms, some concrete, and very smooth surfaces. So as you know, Scandinavian is having very light style, light decors, and actually IKEA is the truly ambassador of this style, and this is very much reflecting this Nordic collection which created by our designers. The second is Metropolitan. Metropolitan, this is, was inspired by this urban spaces which actually all of us around, because most of us living in the big cities, and we all are surrounded by these grayish tones and dark tones and this concrete world. So here we have graphite woods, black woods, metallic, gray tones, and also elm for the wood. And the last one is a very eclectic actually collection. This is luxury collection. This is combining antique look of the past with some very modern services. And here we have gold, bronze, copper, some very rich tones, exotic woods, metallics, marbles. So now I'm going to show each of these collections more deeply. So here are some interior pictures, which is more suitable for the Nordic collection. Here you see that actually this collection, these woods, are highly combinable with very light tones of color, of unicolors decors. So some pink, some light beige, or some blues. So it's highly combinable. Actually, one of the most compatible with the color collection, Nordic. And these are the decors. First, I will show you the three beaches. So here you see three beaches decors. We have sand, pearl, and truffle. Artisan beach. Artisan. This word means this is something made with the hands. So we've tried to create the material as natural as possible. And actually, from far away, you don't even recognize if this is imitation of a wood or this is natural veneer. So the surface is very, very soft and nice to touch. It's very elegant. And here you also see all these elements of the real wood. So all these lines and knots and dots, with all these wood imperfections, they are present in all these decors. You see the cylinder is the same, so the development of the decors are the same, and they are different with the tones. So this looks actually more like unvarnished veneer, and these two look like varnished veneer. So very nice surface, and actually I invite you afterwards just to touch this, because this is something pretty revolutionary to what we've been doing so far. And these beaches, this is our successor to the very popular decor. Maybe also some of you know Bavarian beach, actually one of the most popular decor for furniture, which is been developed by Shad Decor, the company, and their sales actually been so big that this is truly difficult to estimate the volumes. But now we've decided this is time to create something new. So this is our successor for the Bavarian beach, and this collection been launched last year. So we have already some feedback from the market, and actually these decors are really getting good feedbacks from our customers. Another decor, very interesting decor. This is barley blackwood. This is our imitation of the oak. Because oak, this is one of the most popular wood for the furniture producers, and in our previous collection in Trends 14-15 we had 7 oaks. So we thought we cannot leave this collection also without oak design. So this is our solution for the new oak, and this decor is actually very joyful, and you see here many color variations, and because of these many color variations, it is highly combinable with some other color decors. And you see here some dark tones, some light tones, and so really amazing for the combination, to make some interesting combinations with the color decors. And here is again another structure. This is a supernatural structure, which which is actually also looking very natural as the wood. And last decor, this is Blonde Liberty Elm. Here you see the decor is a little bit bleached. It's a little bit looks like wax treated, and because of that, it's very interesting as well. It has a little bit this aged effect, and here you see also many variations of the colors, and therefore it's again highly combinable with the color, with different colors, also with some dark tones, with some even a little bit blue something, and then the beige tones. So highly combinable and interesting decor. We are also offering solutions for the worktops. So we have 10 decors in our new collection. And first of all, this is formed wood. This actually technique has been developed many years ago. And this is a wood structure stacked on the cement. So this is, you see, this is combination of the cement and the wood, extremely interesting. And the second one is block wood, linen block wood, and this decor has been inspired by the flooring decors, because you see this is reminiscent of the flooring, and yet this is very interesting when it's on the worktop surface. What is very important to know about our new worktop decors, they are in size 3 meters per 1.3. So, and in this 3 meters long decor, there are no repetitions. So this is a unique decor, and because of this is printing technique, so there is no repetition in the decor, and because of that it looks very natural. Because as you know, in real nature there are no repetitions with some decors. And so you have almost 4 square meters of unrepeated decor and development of the design. So this is actually pretty much revolutionary to what we've been offering so far. Here you see the combinations, what I've been telling before. So this is one of the those collections which is highly combinable with the light tones. You can have some beiges, some also violet. So those combinations which you can use in some youth bedrooms, in some living spaces, and pretty much this Scandinavian style. And we continue with Metropolitan collection. And as I said, this collection been inspired by these urban spaces we all around surrounded, and there are more than 7 billion people living in the world, and the most of the half living in these urban spaces. So actually all of us are pretty much inspired, and we see this every day, this dark tones, this cement, this dark designs. Here you see the combination of some interiors, where how it looks with the decors we are offering. And these decors actually you can use also in some living spaces which are in more industrial style, and in some also restaurants, in offices. Here are the decors. So I will start with the most dark one. This is the carbon marine wood, and this decor is actually one of the darkest in the collection, because we've been missing these dark decors in our previous collection, and therefore we have it in the new collection. And this is our alternative to Venge. Venge used to be a tendency years ago, and nowadays this decor, more dark, more black, is getting its popularity. And this is very good combinable with the metallics. This year we are also offering 6 decors in metallics. This is actually which we've been also missing so far. So 6 real metallics decors, They are all made on the base of MDF board. And what is interesting, this HPL on the surface is laminated with the real thin metallic layer, because this is not the paper which is usually used for the melamine phase particle board. This is a very fine layer of metallic. So, and you can see these metallics are giving some luxury touch to the project. We understand these decors are not going to be the best sellers, but this gives this exclusivity, this a little bit, this elegant touch to the project. Another two decors is smoked Liberty elm and silver Liberty elm. I've been showing you before already elm decor, and this is these two decors are having the same development of the cylinder, and yet is a little bit having different tones. So this one is perhaps more decorative because it has many variations of the colors, and again highly combinable with some other color decors. And another one, silver, is having less variations in colors, and because of that is more industrial perhaps, and is almost bleached. So very interesting designs. And again, a new texture. Here is texture used pure wood, so PW, and it is very soft, it is matte. Actually, again, this is very different from the previous collections which been developed many years ago, which are having mostly this a little bit glossy effect. Nowadays, you see these new decors, they all are matte. So very elegant, very soft surfaces, and very close to the natural material. And we have the last decor in this Metropolitan collection. This is the satin blackwood. Again, the same cylinder as the barley blackwood I showed. This is something which is again reminding this oak decors. And it is again more industrial, and it has less variations in colors as the barley blackwood, but again interesting, and gives this effect for combination with some other decors, also in metallics. For example, you can see very nice combinations you can make and different solutions. So we have here three metallics. This is aluminium, this is brushed inox, and brushed silver, which I showed before. And all these decors are again brushed, having this aged effect. So very interesting solutions for combining. And for the worktops, we have here three decors. This is marble, the decor inspired by the Italian style. And again, as this having 3 meters long unrepeated design, it looks very natural. Okay. So we have also classical design like Portland cement. We had in our previous collection 2 decors, light atelier and dark atelier, and actually as they've been very much of had big success in our previous launch, so we thought to continue this line of the decors of cement in our new Metropolitan decors. And again, we have something reminiscent of the flooring. This is Java block wood, and it has a little bit this again remindness of the laminated flooring decor, and yet again very nice to have it on the worktop space. Here are the combinations I spoke before. So these all decors are highly combinable with our uni colors. Actually, you have in the giving up materials in the back of Trukme, you have the catalog, printout catalog with the Chrono Design collection, and there you can see all these 55 decors of our color collection. And also a leaflet with the collection which I am presenting right now. This is Trends. So you can also see there some contacts, information which you can find also more about in the internet. And we going to a luxury collection, so this is the last collection for our Trends 16-17. So as I said already, this is a little bit eclectic collection. So this is combination of this antique look of the past with some modern surfaces, with some modern elements, and because of that, this maybe will seem a little bit strange to some of you, but still it's very interesting, and mostly maybe can be used in some entertainment spaces like hotels, like restaurants, some bars. These are the combinations of the interiors. And here we have very interesting two decors for the laminated boards. This decor is vintage marine wood and a very interesting design. So this is inspired by the wood recuperated from the sunken ship, and it's a little bit bleached because of that. And you can see this effect of this water, tons of water which is passing over this wood. And this is actually very difficult this look to achieve on this design level. And here you see also different color variations. So you have some copper, bronze, some dark brown, even black a little bit, and again highly combinable with the color collection decors. And the last decor, this is Fireside Select Walnut. This is having this decor is having the same cylinder as we had in our previous collection, Light Select Walnut and Dark Select Walnut. And this decor is a little bit more traditional walnut and having this reddish effect. But we thought there is still demand for this traditional walnut on the market. And for this collection we have two metallics. This is gold and brushed copper. So again, very nice to combine. And for the worktops we have three decors, again two marbles, the same cylinder as the marble before, with the very nice elegant lines, and again the Italian style, and a Venato decor. These are the combinations I spoke about. Again, this you can combine with some beige tones, with dark brown, even black. And I will just show you the decors in the full development of the cylinder. So these are the three beeches. Then we have three elms, a little bit waxed treated decors, select walnut, two oak reminiscent decors, two marine woods, and 6 metallics. And we have worktops. So these are the unrepeated decor on 3 meters long board, which is pretty much revolutionary. So you see the development looks very natural. So black wood, and the three textures I spoke about. So this matte effect, ultra matte SU structure. Then we have pure wood, again with some wood texture on this matte, and SN supernatural texture. So, and this is the website you can find more information about, and of course at office of our partner TUKME, which is the biggest dealer of our production here in Lithuania. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, I will be at your disposal after the presentation. Thank you.